Hey buddy, it's Crazy Guitar 4 and welcome back to some more Super Smash Bros. For the Wii U. In the last one, we went through Classic Mode. Ran through as the second of the Star Fox characters, that of course being Falco Lombardi, played through as him. And this time we're going to be heading through, going through Classic, starting with the first of the Pokemon characters, that of course being Pikachu, the mascot of Pokemon. So check out Pikachu's Palace real quick. So we have the standard yellow version, you know, it's Pikachu. We've got a bit of a darker version with a darker shade with a cap, with a red and white cap. We've got a lighter version with a bandana, with a green bandana, a version with blue goggles, a lighter version again with a black and yellow hat, backwards this time around, a darker version with a wizard's hat, another darker version, more tan version with a like a chef or samurai headband, and also a version with the with a red cap and black sunglasses. Each of them kind of pertaining to different protagonists in the Pokemon games. Yeah, so like that's pretty cool. I think the goggles are particular to Pichu or just like the swimmers from Pokemon. I don't know. Anyways, again, if you want the specifics, then go check out my 3DS class mode video on Pikachu. I go a little bit more into depth about those colors. But let's talk about Pikachu. So Pikachu, of course, back in the Smash series. You know, he's been here since Smash 64. He was a menace back in Smash 64, top tier character, best in the game. Got heavily nerfed since then, kind of like Kirby, and wasn't nearly as good in Melee and in Brawl, and kind of the same in Smash 4. He's pretty decent in Smash 4, surprisingly enough, but just, again, not Smash 64 wise, right? And he kind of like got even better in Ultimate. So like he's sort of back to his heyday in Ultimate, but not exactly. Can I ask why the blue shell always goes for me? Every single time it gets thrown, it always targets me for some damn reason. I don't understand why. Okay, I'm actually a little scared now. I'm on my last life, on my second life, I should say, and I don't want to die. I thought I just got launched for a second there, but that was Ryu. Get out of here. Nice, perfect timing there. Okay, first battle, a little bit rough, but anyways, let's calm down. So Pikachu as a character, he's a small, agile character, also being very lightweight. I think he's also tied, if I'm not mistaken, with Kirby. For, you know, that. That's not what I wanted to go for, but it's too late now. He has fast walking and dashing speeds, average falling speed, and above average gravity. A quick jump squat, only being 4 frames, average traction and a long initial dash. Has slow airspeed but pretty fast air acceleration, and he also can crawl and wall jump, as many other characters can. I know Fox and Falco being 2 characters that can wall jump, but Pikachu can crawl, which is also, you know, a fun thing to can we just talk about how Samus was just like standing there not Zero Suit, please do something. You're literally just letting Ganondorf walk. He is a guilty man. He does not deserve to be running free. Okay, what happened there? I got Luma, but not. What are your CPUs doing? Hit me with the thunder. Hit a thunder. Oh, and now if I okay, come on. Of course, right there would have been like the time to go for a thunder. Where is Rosalina going? See, this is exactly why I didn't want to play on this stage. It's way too big, way too vast of a stage. But Samus, can you like do something for me? That'd be great. Oh, I tried to get her there, but it didn't work. And she lives because of a block. That's crazy. You know what? That works perfectly well. That was beautiful. Okay, so for Pikachu's mobility in a neutral game, his up B, the quick attack, can offer very excellent mobility, combo initiation, and mind games, and can also be edge cancelled for platform movement. His Thunder Jolt, his neutral B, is a versatile projectile for zoning and forcing approaches, and he also has a strong neutral game due to his speed, short hop, and pivots. Also, before anyone is curious, I will be calling this Pikachu a he, primarily just because it is. I know female Pikachus have the heart-shaped tail, and this is obviously not that. Oh, I had the home run. Oh, that could be fun. If I can pull it off. There we go. Come on. It's gonna be tough as nails to pull it off. Oh my gosh, I'm just being bullied. Bam! Oh, nope. Can you not? Samus, can you stop? Bam! Oh, nope. Oh, that's okay. I'm not getting anywhere with that. There we go. You know what? Throwing the bat definitely is the way to go sometimes. Okay. Can y'all like not target me every single time you get? That'd be great. Hold up. No way. Oh, no. I got scared for a moment. What? Oh. I'm sorry, why is there a second warp star? There we go. Overreached there, Samus. Oh, stop it, Link. Okay, I'm being careful now. No way. Stop. There we go, that works. And that works, beautiful. Timing things to the best of my ability. Okay, so for his frame data and his combos, surprisingly, most of his attacks actually start in 10 frames or less, so pretty good frame data there. He's got strong combo potential with his up aerial, up tilt, down tilt, and his jab blocks. None of these are really good options. We'll go for Robin, I guess. His throws do lead into combos, jungles, or thunder setups at high percentages. He's got an effective jab block setup, or pretty effective jab block setups, which can lead to guaranteed up smash KOs. So, cool stuff there. As for his recovery and his edge guarding, he's pretty solid in that. He's got a pretty superb recovery. His side B, the Skull Bash, can be really used for knockback, and his quick attack good for unpredictable multi-directional recovery. Both of them just very good long-range recovery tools. In the arsenal, I tried. Oh, interesting. Oh, hey, you really tried to spike me out of my up B? What even are you? Is there a player? Is there someone actually playing Robin? Because it feels like it. Okay. There we go. Get him. Get her there. Oh, I can't. Freaking Yellow Devil. Why did I even go for this stage? That was so stupid of me. Really? Hit the Thunder Jolt. Hit the Thunder Jolt. I tried. Oh my gosh, Robin. Gotta love the fact that Yellow Devil just had to aim for me. That's always fun. Oh my gosh, Robin, please, thank you. Got a down smash on her. I'm not letting you get that. No, ma'am. Oh, I don't think I can kill him in time, no. Just let him go, let him leave. Let me grab myself this gun real quick. Bam! Goodbye and good riddance. Yeah, so he's got a really good recovery. He can go far off stage and still recover. And he's got strong edge guarding tools with aerials, smash attacks, and his ground attacks. As for weaknesses though, he's got pretty poor endurance due to, of course, being a lightweight and susceptibility to KOs. Give me Ganondorf. Let's try it. Pretty poor range on most moves, slow airspeed and high landing lag on aerials, especially the down aerial, low damage output, which, struggles to bring opponents into KO range, and also limited and inconsistent KO options, many of which require reads and precision. So, yeah, some pretty strong ones there that can be pretty detrimental to general Pikachu play. As for custom moves, though, he's got some pretty fun ones, I guess. His custom specials do offer some very niche utility, but minimal overall improvements. So just kind of some stuff if you want to use again, but nothing that's gonna be like, yeah, you should definitely use this one. Just like, maybe after just like some fun. Really? Of course that hits me. Do it! That did nothing. Oh boy. Get it? Oh, I was trying my damn hardest. He's got that side B? Interesting. Good job Ganondorf though for killing Ike. Okay. I tried air dodging there, but it didn't want to come out. There we go. Double KO on both of those suckers. That's what I'm talking about. So overall as a character, very viable high-tier character with strong mobility, frame data, combos, recovery, and edge guarding. However, it has a pretty high learning curve due to quick attack mastery and read-based KOing, low tournament representation, but has notable success from top player ESAM, of course, the most notable, obviously, Pikachu player in all Smash, aside from like 64 maybe, and Melee, but you know what I mean. And also some players disputes its high tier placement due to having a reliance on a single top performer. So because ECM is like the main Pikachu player and like kind of the only one that's like on the top, it's hard for some players to really like pinpoint a proper placement for Pikachu on the tier list. There is one, there are generally good placements for Pikachu on tier list in Smash 4, but it's still disputed just because it's really only ECM in the results. So yeah, if you guys are curious about that. Can I get this freaking boomerang? Oh my gosh, I hate this. Okay, you know what? Maybe I'm mistaken. I actually did KO one of my opponents. So obviously, coming in from Brawl, there's some changes been to Pikachu between games. Between games, he's received a mix of buffs and nerfs, with the nerfs generally outweighing the buffs overall. Benefits from changes to hit stun canceling and granting some new KO setups like the up throw into Thunder at high percentages, though it is pretty difficult. Some moves like the up smash and forward smash have increased KO potential. Electric attacks do benefit from increased shield stun, and multi-hits also benefit from weakened SDI. So that's something to think about. And also frame data is mostly unchanged, giving Pikachu relatively better frame data compared to the cast. Not really compared to Brawl's version, but relative to the cast. So when it comes to key nerfs, right, let's look at it in that light first. Quick attack canceling was removed on the ground except off slopes, which reduces approach flexibility. Grab game has been heavily nerfed, has a shorter range, weaker up/down throws, and the removal of chain grabs, which again was another big thing of Pikachu back in Brawl. New combos from hit stun canceling changes are weaker than Brawl's chain grabs. He's got reduced locking potential due to hit lock limit, and quick attack also losing lock ability. Up aerial has more knockback, and is also less reliable for certain setups. Let's run from here. Lower overall damage output, which hurts racking potential. Worse range relative to the cast. New edge mechanics which slightly hurt edge guarding despite boosting recovery, and some moves have reduced KO potential, notably the down smash, the neutral air, and the thunder. The thunder is weaker overall with less range, though it gains a meteor smash hitbox on the cloud at the top of the attack, so that's useful, right? But again, weaker overall with less range. And rage does help KO power, but it is hard to utilize due to Pikachu just having poor endurance. And momentum canceling, the removal of momentum canceling does worsen survivability. So pretty strong nerfs and really like no buffs. Funny enough, for my nerfs, I have like no buffs written at all. So yeah, that's pretty interesting to think about. So for general meta and tier placement, I mean, we already kind of went over it briefly. But like between games, Pikachu does retain most of its strengths, with many of them being toned down while a lot of weaknesses being worsened. There are benefits from Smash 4's mechanics. Pikachu benefits from Smash 4 mechanics less than other returning veterans, but he does remain a viable but less effective character than back in Brawl. Has a high learning curve and has very technical demands, which does keep the player base pretty small. We already mentioned how ECM is like its top player, but still has a below average representation among high tier characters, and a tier placement in Smash 4 is generally debated within the community. Let me try up. That's not what I wanted to do. I want to do up throw. I'm gonna do up throw into Thunder. That's what I'm talking about. It's a really good tactic to use in Smash 4. Very useful on a lot of opponents, but still can be a little bit tricky to pull off sometimes. But I mean, hey, that's Pikachu. So overall, sad to say, Pikachu does perform a lot worse in this game than he did back in Brawl. He was like pretty okay back in Brawl from what I remember, but I guess it's just worse in this one. It's like, it feels like Smash 64 is still its best version, then being Ultimate, and then probably being Brawl afterwards, being number 3. I don't know what 4 and 5 would be, if it would be like Melee then Smash 4 or Smash 4 then Melee. I'm not sure, but I think maybe Smash 4 might be slightly worse. I remember him being pretty solid in Melee, especially as of late. Maybe, I'm not sure, but that's Pikachu's Classic Mode run through. Pretty mixed results in my personal opinion, but you know what, I still pulled through, and that's all that matters. Okay, Pikachu, let's get these credits rolling. I feel like Thunder might be honestly a pretty fun, useful tool for this. Maybe. I mean, it's worth a shot, right? Can I hit this freaking piece? Thank you. I mean, it's gotta have good enough range to get stuff done. I think. Can I? Hold up. Can I get that? Thank you. Maybe a Nair might be my best choice, maybe with like the up air as well as a secondary choice. Actually, the up air kind of covers quite a bit of distance, not gonna lie. I don't think I can get like the top stuff anymore right now. Alright, well, we gotta wait. But I mean, Pikachu, I mean, he's not really a character that I typically do play. Not really a character that I ever really pick up and be like, yeah, I like to play this character. Maybe from time to time, again. It's one of those characters that from time to time I might say, hey, let's play for a second, but not really one that I am driven towards. I know I remember a lot of people in the when we did Smash 64 as a part of the tournaments between now and 2019 when we did Smash 64. Some people actually did pick Pikachu, kind of primarily just due to the fact that, like, they know Pikachu is the best character in the game, and they're just like, you know what, let's play Pikachu. At the same time, though, from what I do remember, I think only like 1 or 2 people ever really picked Pikachu in Smash 64. Because almost everyone else basically picked Kirby. I think the only characters that were picked during the Smash 64 portion of the tournaments were Kirby, Fox, and Falcon. I feel like those are the main guys. Maybe with like some, I gave other characters some other representation. Like I played Mario and I played Ness. I think one of my friends ended up playing Yoshi. And then like there was a very brief appearance from like Luigi and from Link and from DK. But yeah, but not much Pikachu. But let me check out Pikachu's taunts real quick before I get ahead of myself. So up taunts, the side taunts, and the down taunts. Beautiful, cute, adorable. Oh hey, okay, collected every online profile icon. Sure, I mean, I'll take it. Was not expecting that, but fine. That's Pikachu. Let's go ahead and check out the training mode real quick. Yeah, so Pikachu. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's cool that we have him. Obviously, yeah, it's a Pokemon mascot. Why wouldn't we have Pikachu? At the same time, though, I can't be the only one who thinks this, but like, can we agree that objectively, like, Raichu is just a better Pokemon? I think Raichu is just by far a better Pokemon than Pikachu, and I will stand on this chair, screaming that that's the case. Screaming the truth. But anyways, check out Pikachu's final smash first. This is Volt Tackle. Pikachu basically just goes into this big ball of lightning following the smaller one around. Very difficult to control, but he is very vulnerable in it. Pressing the attack button will make him jolt out a lot of extra electricity, and it's primarily just a tool for like ramming into opponents and just racking up some extra damage on them. So yeah, pretty simple one, nothing too crazy, but just like it's tough to control. That's like the main thing about it. Then we got the special move. So we got the neutral special, which is the Thunder Jolt. Obviously his main projectile. On the ground, shoots it out and it hops and forward and forward. It can also even latch around a platform or a stage, so it keeps going like that. In the air, though, it will go at a diagonal in a diagonal fashion, but then once it hits a platform or the ground, it will go back to bouncing the way it usually does. Pretty good, useful tool for edge guarding and whatnot. Then we have the side special, which is the Skull Bash, a chargeable side smash, which does have very bits of power to it. Does send Pikachu pretty far horizontally, and a pretty strong KO option for him. Can do decent damage and decent knockback as well. But very strong horizontal recovery that's, is there, right? It's useful to use. And shoots him very far. Then we have the up B, which is of course the quick attack. It's a move that he can use twice. I'm pretty sure it's like 45 degrees or it's less, maybe like 15 degrees. I think every 15 degrees he can change it. So like he does one and then immediately afterwards can do a second part of it. So you can do a lot to it. Yeah, you can do like basically left and right on the stage. Can do a very, very quick one back onto the stage. Hold on, I'm stupid. So you can do, like different, there's a lot you can do with the quick attack. It's a very versatile one, but it takes a lot to learn it properly. And then we have the down special, which is of course Thunder. So of course Pikachu launches his big bolt of thunder. If someone is next to him as it hits him, it will do a good amount of damage and knockback to the opponent. The actual lightning bolt will also do some damage. I'm trying to pull it off, but it's not wanting to work. He can also move out of the way and just like kind of let it fall behind him, so that also works as a tool. And there's also a cloud at the very top of the move, which can allow for some extra damage as well as the ability to meteor smash if done well. Okay, maybe like now would be good. I think 69% is like perfect. So up throw. Oh, almost. It's like right there. I mean, we showed it off earlier, but I wanted to show it off again. Up throw. There we go. Meteor smash, and you can either have them fall back into Pikachu's main hit with, where it hits himself, or meteor smash them off the ledge, but that's a lot more difficult, a lot heavy on the reads, right? And we already know Pikachu's a heavy read character. So definitely a high learning curve of him to perform well. Let's check out the trophy real quick. Pikachu, of course, recognized the world over. Pikachu is an electric-type Pokemon that stores energy in its cheeks for use in battle. In Smash Bros, Pikachu is a well-rounded fighter with speedy, powerful electric attacks. Quick Attack can be used twice in a row if two directions are input, one after another. And again, we have our Pokemon Red and Blue for the Game Boy, and Pokemon Yellow Special Pikachu Edition for the Game Boy as well. Of course, that's like the, based off the anime, kind of cool third version for the original Pokemon games. But yeah, that's Pikachu. Simple as that. A classic character, cannot go wrong with him. But that is all for today's episode of Super Smash Bros. For the Wii U. Thank you so much for watching. In the next one, we're going to be heading through Classic Mode as the next Pokemon. That being Charizard, now, funny enough, as a standalone character, not with Pokemon Trainer anymore. So we'll see how this character has changed since Brawl. Probably quite a lot, honestly. Let's say that, quite a lot. But yeah, subscribe, like, comment, all that good stuff. Social media, including the Twitch and the other channels, are of course down in the description. And I'll be seeing you guys in the next one. Pop-Tarts out.